Hello, good evening. Could you tell a few things were going wrong behind the scenes? Yeah, I dropped something. Not a good idea. So good evening. It's Monday, so it is monthly make time, and it's new box. We're opening our new box for today. That's cool. So new box. I haven't actually got a box with me. Long story, well, short story. I forgot where I put it. But I have got what's in the box, so we will be doing that. I've got the contents. I've just not got a box because I'm not sure where I put mine that I made. Anyway, it'll be fine. So evening, Susie. Hi, Lynn. Yeah, strange things happening. I keep moving stuff. Oh, don't worry, Lois. I've just got going. So good evening to you too. Literally just getting going. So new box time. It's exciting tonight, isn't it? Right. So should we get going? Oh, before I forget, advent calendars. Thank you. We've sold a third of the total amount we've got. Can't believe it. It was a little bit shocking, in a good way. And we are doing our best to get them out to you as soon as we can. And we took a load down to the post office today. I know I've not sent the delivery. It's out. Email things. But we did take a lot down to the post office this afternoon, and we should have some more to go first thing tomorrow as well. So we are working through them. Susie's saying she loves a new box. Should we get on with a new box? Because that's what we're here for, aren't we? Evening, Ruth. So let me find the right camera. Oh, there we go. That one. If it's in the right place. There we go. Right, I did say I hadn't got a box, but I have got the contents. That's always a good start, isn't it? I should have checked that my camera wasn't showing you anything that I shouldn't have done first. So this, imagine I've just opened it out from a really nice box, is October. I nearly said September then. It's not. It's October, isn't it? I can't see my screen. Let me just move that one. There we go. Right. All good now. So this is our October monthly make. So in your monthly make this month, evening Noala, we have got your discount card. You have got your booklet, and inside, and the stamps you're getting your floral branch. I've forgotten what I called these then. Friendship is a rainbow, and one friend. As always, you get your little inspiration bits in there as well. Evening, Mum. So first up, get your big floral branch. Doesn't really do it justice, does it? It's huge. If I showed you my hand, look, just like that. It is a really big, same size as my hand nearly, stamp. So you need either a stamping platform or a poly mount to stamp that one. And it's quite, not sure quite how to say, it's quite a statement one. So you could fill your whole card with them, but you could also just have that by itself and one of the sayings. I'll show you samples in a minute, but it's just such a focus, isn't it? Yeah, love that branch. And then we get our two sayings. Now you can see I'm missing a stamp here. We've got friendship is like a rainbow between two hearts. It's a nice big saying. And then the other one is one friend can change your whole life. So there are your stamps, your booklet, and your discount card, one of the two. Now, for those that have been with us for the past year, thank you. You got a little extra in your box. You got an extra stamp set, which is our happy birthday stamp set. This will be available on our website when Mr. Ruse made me a few more. So if you've been with us a year, you got a happy birthday stamp, and if you've been with us 2 years, you got a little extra on your discount code as well. So that's what was in the box. Let's have a look at some samples, shall we? Oh, she says, and they're not where I left them. Oh my god, that'd be what that noise was a minute ago when we heard something dropping off. There they are. Put them on my desk. Right, so these are Mum's samples. You can tell they're fresh in the bag she sent them in this morning. There we go. So yeah, I will be putting that happy birthday up on the website. But it was just a little thank you to those of you that have been with us for the past year, and for those that have been with us for the past 2 years, because you know we're hitting the terrible 3s, so what's going to happen? Right, so hang on, I should really look at these before I start popping them down. So you can see, I love this one, Mum. She's cut them all out. You know she likes a fussy cutting. And then we've got one branch coming in and one branch that way as well. I just think it's lovely, and it's great, isn't it, how that branch just fits together, and it just corners amazingly too. Yeah. So she's just put her saying on here, one friend can change your whole life, and she's just popped around that one. Yeah. And we've got this one. Look at how she's positioned that one. I'm going to move these out of the way because otherwise it gets distracting, doesn't it? There we go. Move the ink pad. So on this one, it's the positioning of this one that makes it, I think. So you've got your branch coming in from the corner, and then you've just got that same sentiment again. One French can change your whole life. 6x6, I think, on that one. But beautiful colours, aren't they? Proper autumnal. Do like that one. Next up, oh, we know it's one of Mum's. It's DL. You can always tell. And then, so she stamped that one again. Look, really, really pretty. It's not a branch, this one. I think that's beautiful. Those big, is it a cosmos that comes up and flowers, big pink flowers on them, big yellow centres. I know the one I'm thinking of. I'm sure it's called Cosmos. And so, and then with her sentiment, she's actually taken this one and she's just chopped it off. Rude. But it looks really cool, doesn't it? Yeah. There's that one. And I'll put them on the next pile to show you. And then we've got another one. Lovely blues and greens on this one. She's actually put a little hexagon behind this one. So done like a colour pop out on that one. So we've got 2 branches stamped, and then that saying again when she's just used a few of the little leaves on it. Yeah. Next up, she has been a busy bee. She's putting me to shame. She's actually used that happy birthday because I haven't used that one yet. I know, I've got a stamp set that I've not done anything with. I know, I'll have a good talking to. So she's just used the tail enders of the flower. It looks really pretty, doesn't it? And then we've got our lovely happy birthday in there, and we've got some music notes as well. But I just love how she's just used the very tip of those of the floral branch on that one. Really, really good. Yep. Next one, I've got happy birthday, and she's actually cut out the birthday. Now that is commitment for you, isn't it? I mean, even the middle, look, I don't know if you can quite see, but look, that is committed. If you're going to fussy cut, go for it. No, I just doodle, and it's just whatever flowers come up. Yeah. So we've got a brush oak background. Oh, Lynn's having problems with her Facebook tonight. Sorry. I'm useless on Facebook. I know it sounds really daft. I don't actually use Facebook that much. You can probably tell, can't you? Yeah. I know my mum is amazing at cutting out. I'm sorry, I can't help you there, Lynn. So, this one, brush oak background. She's even coloured it in pencil crayon, I'm going to say, on that one. And then she's used the same brush oak to tie it in to do the front bit, and then done a bit of a pop with a bit of green. That birthday is coming into use. And then she's done this one, orange and green. I do like orange and green at this time of year. We've got notes, we've got all sorts, we've got our little flags, all sorts on there. Little lady helped me do the music because, well, I was doing it all wrong. There's a certain way to do your music, apparently. Yeah. And last one from Mum, we've got that lovely happy birthday again with our bunting, you know, birthday bunting, and then your music notes around the edge. Made quite a nice looking frame, hasn't it? I nicked that idea. So those are those samples. Let me just grab mine. You've already seen mine though. I didn't do as many as normal this time. So first up, I got a bit hot under the collar with a bit of vellum. do think it looks lovely though. Make sure you do your colouring from the back and you just get that really subtle colour to it. Yeah, really, really pretty. And for me, using vellum, oof, I know. And then backgrounds, I started playing with backgrounds on these. So stamped in oxides. I'll show you a little trick with your oxide to get your colours on there. And then you've just got your sentiment on the front. Really, really simple. Yep, really simple. Oxide spritz and you get that beautiful, beautiful background. Do love playing with oxides like that. You can do it with your inks as well, but it does give a very different effect. You should do that actually. Another background one, so you can see this is just stamped and coloured in. Looks like marker pens. And then we've just got that friendship, it's like a rainbow saying. Yep. And then finally, just pure and simple. Let's just stamp our branch. I think out of all of them, this one has to be my favourite. And I think it is because it is so simple. We've just got our branch, we've just got a bit of colour in, and we've got a sentiment. And you really, oh, I've missed one. There is another one somewhere to show you. It's on my desk. Let's have a look. Nope, not quite sure what I've done with the other one. Oh, he's on the floor. I'm giving his upside down, that's why I couldn't see it. So really, really simple to do. Yep. Then this one as well. Now this is one of them where you should really think about where you're putting your stamps, not just splat it on and hope for the best. Because if I was to do it again, this would be more to this side. So, because at the moment it's all to that side, isn't it? This should be that way a bit more. But you wouldn't have known that if I hadn't have pointed it out to you. It has got a little bit of distress ink in the background, and I've just kept it all the same colour. So it's all, I think, tea dye on that one. Really simple again, but definitely that one. That one is my absolute favourite. So easy to do. But it just looks amazing, doesn't it? And I think based on your colours as well, you could put it for like a sympathy card, you know, birthday cards, absolutely. Just, yeah, it's a good one, isn't it? It is. We like that one. So just to recap, in case I lost any of you there, in this month you should have got your branch, your one friend sentiment, and your friendship one. Yours would have a stamp with it. Yep. Your leaflet and your discount code. I will get there one day with that. And then, if you've been with us for a year, you got your happy birthday as well. So that is everything that was in the box. It's a pretty good one, wasn't it, actually? You can see why when little lady said she wanted to do last month, so I was kind of like, yeah, because I think the branch would make a really nice birthday one, and it did. So should we get crafting? I have got just under 7 inch, so 6 3/4 there. Let me grab my stamps as well, because you know me, and they're always put away really, really well. Oh, thank you. It is a nice little box this month. So what should we do? I haven't got a thought tonight what I'm going to do, apart from get some gunk off the back of my stamp to begin with. Should I show you how to do that distress one with different colours? But should we do it with inks this time, maybe? Right, I've kind of cleaned up my stamp. I should really find the acetate that they came on. Anyway, so first up I need a stamping block for that one. It's down here. We used it yesterday, didn't we? No, Friday. I tell you, it doesn't feel like 2 minutes. The weekend has just absolutely flown by. That's a sign of a good weekend, isn't it? Right, let me move my sleeves out of the way. I'll have to roll them up. There we go. They are rolled. So, should we do a bit of inking first? Right. Yeah. So I'm going to do I'm going to do it with oxides actually, because it does look better. I'm going to show you this background. Yeah? That's what we're going to do. Lois said she was only coming on for 1 monthly make and she's ended up with a few. Sorry. I do try my best with them. And I do try and make sure they're always different. I can't guarantee you'll always like them, but they'll always push you a little bit and make you do something a bit different, hopefully. I'm looking for meanings, you can tell. You can tell, can't you? And that is the good thing, you can dip in and out as much as you want to. But it's also nice to say thank you to those of you that's been with us from the beginning. There's a fair few of you. Right, I'm looking at my colours. The reason I went quiet is I'm looking at my colours. I'm going to go blueprint. I want a bit more of a... Love this one. But I think I want a bit more of a oof. Yeah? You know what I mean? I want it to stick out a bit more. Stand out a bit more. They do push you out your comfort zone, and that's what they're designed to do. So, first up, I'm going to come in, I'm going to do my green. I had to remember how I did it then. So I'm inking up. I'm doing it on top of my white card. I wouldn't recommend you doing it on top of yours at home. I'm only doing it so make sure you can see it. So, we've got a green bit everywhere. Bit of green. I'm going to take my trusty kitchen roll. Oops. Oh, you're all so lovely. And I'm going to colour in my blue. No, I should have done it with the red because then you could have seen it a bit better. But I want to try blue. And then we've got a little flower there. And a little bit there. So any of your blending tools, just get them out. Start inking it up. Just like that. Gonna grab this one or two. Oops. And you can be as accurate or as inaccurate as I'm being. There we go. So you can kind of get the gist. We've got a bit of green, we've got a bit of blue. Yep. I'm gonna give it a nice little spritz now. Let me just. Not too much, because otherwise you end up with blobs. But just enough that when we come to stamp it, just enough so that it's all over my hands when I come to stamp it. What should we do? Ooh, I should have decided what we were doing before I started this, shouldn't I? I haven't really got a plan, can you tell? Quick lift and then just lift it up. Yep, so we've got that lovely blue, we've got blue flowers and our lovely green leaves. So I'm just going to clean this off. I'm going to keep that one dry actually. Pink, absolutely. I think it was, I want to say Aged Mahogany I'd used on this one. I think this one was Aged Mahogany and I think that's Bundled Sage. But you can see, same effect. Really easy to do though. Just make sure you clean off your stamp, otherwise you're going to end up with all that colour back on it, back into your ink pads. Those little like stencil brushes are good for doing it as well. Right, so we're going to go again. All over with our green. Dink, 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 dink. We're going to come back with our blue. Over there. Find my dirty tissue, there it is. I'm going to turn it around because I might have picked up some green on it. Probably did. And we're just going to ink them up again. So find our flowers. Dunk, 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 dunk. Don't all have to be the same colour either, do they? Well, I suppose they do if they're on the same bush. Unless it's like a chameleon bush or something. Could you imagine if you got a flower, a bush, like a flowery bush, you know what I mean? Yeah, you get flowery bushes, don't you? And they all had different coloured flowers on it. It'd be pretty cool, really, wouldn't it? Like a rainbow bush. Random, I know, I'm sorry. I think we should do a rainbow bush though. Rainbow bush of flowers. Yeah, the teeny, you can get little ones that are like no bigger than my thumb. That'd be really good for it. But you know me, I just grab my kitchen roll because it's there. I am literally just going to fill my space. See that one? And just lift it up carefully. There we go. Exactly. Flowers can be any colour. I do tend to like a nice contrast to the green foliage though. There we go. Right. I'm going to just keep going because it's actually really relaxing, isn't it? Just inking it up. Using the inks that you've got. And like I say, you can do it with your distressed inks as well. It doesn't have to be oxide. Just like that. Just keep coming in. Inking it up if you want to. I'm getting more heavy-handed. Every one I've stamped, I'm getting more and more heavy-handed as I go. Cotton buds, you know the what do you call them? The ones you put in your ear. You're not supposed to put in your ear, but you do. Cotton buds, aren't they? They're quite good as well because they get into the fiddly nooks and crannies. Go make sure my lids are on the inks. Don't want to be spritzing an ink, do you? Whew. And if you're worried about getting blobs where you shouldn't, give it a wipe. But I'm probably going to end up splattering on it anyway because I like splattering it. Just there. There's that one. Don't know as I'll get. Nope. I was hoping I won't have to ink up again, but I'm going to have to because I've got a bit of a. No, I'm not going to ink it up again. Yep, woodworky distress inks. It's just I turned around and I couldn't actually see. Normally if I turn around and look at my inks I can at least see one colour I want. And it's like, no, I couldn't even see one. It will just be a bit more watercolory. I'll do, once we finish this one, we'll do a quick look at one with a ink. Right, so there we go. Right, let's put that down there. Nope, not put it on top of the finished samples because it's wet potentially. You can tell me it's like, oh no, that was not the right thing to do. Right, liking it. Yeah. Well, let's just my green leaves. Let's just sort them out a little bit. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit of water on here. We've not dried this yet, have we? So all I'm going to do is just... Oh, I think I've let it dry too much. I have. I'm turning it blue, my paintbrush must be blue. If I'd have done it straight away, you'd have been able to drag a little bit of the colour from our... I can't even remember which one will be my last one. It'll be this one, won't it? You'd be able to drag your colour. Mine isn't because it's been on there a bit too long, so it's dried. Rude. How dare it dry? Normally I'm moaning that I want it to dry. Yeah, not going to do it, so let's just grab a little bit of pale paint. I want a little smidge, I don't want much at all. And really, really watery. And we're just going to come back in. That man's moving his bins again. I think he did it last Monday to us. Must be his like bin moving time. Oh, I missed one. Oh, and one then. See, you would never have noticed that if I hadn't have said it. But I know I've seen it. So, just a little splash of colour. Nothing too much. Trying to keep it quite. Lost my puddle, there it is. There we go. Right, so I've got a bit of green left on my table. Let's just do a quick splatter. And why do I splatter so much? It's because I will at some point leave an inky pinky, and if the splatter mark's on there already, no one's ever going to know. Right, should we do the blue as well while we're here? I think we will. And do a little swoosh of the blue. So I'm using Blueprint Sketch and Peel Paint on my two today. Not my usual combos. I don't normally go to the darkness of Blueprint Sketch. You can see that because that blue's had the green underneath it, and we've just basically added the blue to the top. You can see it's changed it slightly. And then oops, that's a bit too dark, don't like that. Don't need much at all. Oops. Look at how pretty that's looking. It is a proper, it's one of those stamps to me that just says, right, grab your paintbrush and we're just going to have some fun. It's just such a, ooh, too dark, too dark. Just such a nice one just to paint. You don't even have to do lots, you know, neatly, is what I was trying to say. There we go. Definitely not an art lesson. It's just whack the colour on and hope for the best. It's just so easy to colour in. Right, I am going to dry this now because I'm pretty happy with that. I'm quite impressed. It's worked. It's looking alright, isn't it? Let's give this a quick whack with a heat gun. You can tell I put lots of water on because it comes through on the back. When you turn it over and you see patches like this, you know that is really, really wet. Yeah? So that's where you need to focus your heat gun. Which is why it's always a good idea to turn your work over. See, and that's really like that bit. You can tell. Like it's sat in a puddle, that one. Right, I'm going to leave it like that. So now, it really is a case of... Don't sound so surprised. It did work, didn't it? And it looks quite... It looks alright. So now, all we're going to do is we are going to pop a little sentiment on there. I'm thinking that is going to go there, but I think we're going to come and cut one of these out, maybe 3 out. Yeah, does that sound like a plan? Yeah. So let's do our one friend. Evening, Maxine. Let's do that one first, because I know I want that bit. I don't know if I want my flowers yet. Let's see if that one's big enough. Is that going to be big enough? Oh, look at that. Oh. So easy. Like me mum. Oh, you want me to cut it out? Oh, yeah. No. I don't. No cutting out. I'll count the flowers if we stamp the flowers. Right, so we're gonna go with this one. I can never get my edges straight. I'll find you one of Mum's again. If you look at her edges, it's like beautiful curves. It's like, well, it just flows. Mine looks like, well, yeah, I can't cut a nice curve. Very. Oh no, Nicola, it's still not turned up. Rude. Oh, you mean the friendship is like a rainbow? We could do Mum's actually. I thought you meant you wanted me to cut out. Now you're being brave, asking me to cut out. Oh, Nicola, gutted. But to be fair, we have had. They were sent out this time last week, weren't they, the boxes? With all the strikes that are going on, and there's more to come. Yeah, there's going to be a few that go missing, I think. So we'll, I'll message you after and see what you want to do. Because, like I said before, I've lost mine. Lost my box. But I still got my stamps. That's the main thing. Anyway, let's put that on here. Right. So this is going to go up in. Just a bit like that. Your sleeves are driving me crackers, can you tell? It's constantly rolling down. So that's going to go there like so. I'm thinking actually a nice bit of, oh, is that big enough? Oh, it is, look at that. Do get excited when we find bits I like, or bits that are right size. Oh. It's like you win the scrap box lottery, isn't it? When you go looking for that little scrap that's just the perfect size. It almost makes it worthwhile having that pile of paper, little bits of paper everywhere. That's going to go there, like so. Yep, as you can see, yep, I think that's looking the craft card behind that, I think. So I want to do, we're just going to do those 4. Ooh, 4. 4's not a good number, is it? I have to bear with it though. It is 4 this time, I'm afraid. So all I'm going to do is the blue bit. Let's just grab our blue again. I am going to need a piece of card though to stamp it on. Do. Oh, that one will do. I'm not sure what I've cut out of it, but it will do. And then I just need, just like that. And these will be a little bit of a different colour because I haven't got that green underneath them. Ooh. That might be a bit too much water. More of a puddle. You wanted bubbles, not puddles. Bear swimming teacher used to say that too. That sounded really wrong. No, he used to get buckets of water and tip them onto the side of the pool when he was meant to be blowing bubbles. Because he hated blowing bubbles for some reason. Yeah, too much water there, wasn't it? You knew that wasn't going to happen. I got spritzer happy. That's okay. Just dry it up and dry you up as well because to be fair, that looks okay. I'm going to keep with this one. I quite like it now. And I was surprised that worked actually. Well, except for that one's not come off. That's okay. You can tell I'm not happy, can't you? Yeah, we're going to go again. It's okay. It's okay to go again. Just use the back of it. And the bonus of using the back, I suppose, will be it's already got some colour on it. Ooh. Have to call me blue finger. Look at that. Don't get green fingers around here, you get a blue one. Right, let me get this a spritz. It is easier to hold it up like that than spritz at it, so I'm just gonna. Okay. As many of you who've ever sat with me at workshops will know, you basically end up spritzing the person sat next to you. Or if we were at Birmingham, a random passerby. Not intentionally, of course. You could always, you know. There we go. It's doing what I wanted it to do this time. So just drag your colour out a little bit. Oops. I'm going to do the others, but I'm now toying towards just that centre one. And this hasn't been dried. You can still see I've got a nice big puddle there of wax going in. And then this little one, it's got a bit blobby, so we might not use him. Right, let's just have a really quick dry of that. Yeah, see, without too wet, this one's okay. We're going for the three bears approach. Let's just come back in. We're going to snip him out first. I'm not actually sure if we're going to use them all or just have one. Because you know what? If we just have one, it kind of goes with our sentiment, doesn't it? Oops. Yes, I just nearly chopped the flower in half. Because we're talking about that one friend, and we've got one flower that's different. You know, obviously I was planning it like that. So I'm just going around, worst cutting out ever. It does make you want to bring out your gems and things for the centre of these, doesn't it? Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Lois. it's doing alright, this one, isn't it? It's not too bad. Right, there we go. Just going to give it a dunk down and then over the finger. So dunk down over your finger, dunk down, and it just gives your flowers that little bit of, I know, me showing you how to shape a flower. Yep, and then look at that. It really does. That one flower pops out, doesn't it? It's like I almost planned it. And that's what we're going to do all along, really. Honest. I'm going to move that one because I don't want to do any more, and that'll just have a little bit of sparkle in the middle of it. Yeah. So I did say if we had chance, I would show you quickly the same, but using Distress ink. I'm not going to do a full card because you've already watched that. You don't want to copy and repeat, do you? So, oh, it's not staying. Rude. Got myself in the right pickle tonight. I've got everything in the wrong place. Let me grab another piece of card. Right, get your fingers crossed that I have got one that's already cut nice. Oh, 2 seconds, let me cut it. It's a bit big, that's all. So we did that just under 7, didn't we? Oops, so daisy. Right, so I have got a that's just under 6, so it is smaller. So I need some Distress inks. What colour should we go with? Should we go pink this time, or actually I'm going to use Bundle Sage, I think. Hang on, let's use Bundle Sage, and I'm looking for a nice bright colour to go with it. Oh, Wilted Violet. Yeah. Get in there with our Wilted Violet. Love this one, especially this time of year. This one is just so Halloweeny. Love that colour. Especially with orange, carved pumpkin and Wilted Violet this time of year. Oof, can't beat it. So, found a wet patch. Right. Random things on my desk. Right, so Bundle Sage time. I should have really done the same colours. Didn't think. To be fair, I was just grateful I found a green and a blue. So we have got, look, got oxide on the top of that. I don't know if you can quite see it. Yeah, see, chicken wire oxide. Rude. And we're gonna get. This one's okay. This hasn't got oxide on top of it. Just trying to see if I could find a little stumpy brush to show you to put it on with a stumpy brush. Oh, hang on. Oh, found me other paint. Me brushes. These not too bad. No. It was the wrong colour. Right, so we'll grab our tissue. We'll go back to our tissue. Like I say, cotton buds or anything like that work just as well. So remember, your inks are going to be, well, inkier. If you wanted to, you could put your green on this way as well, and then you don't get that overlap of colour, do you? Let me put it on my white paper because I'm not quite seeing the colour going on. There we go, just keep popping on. Very therapeutic, just blobbing on ink. There you go. Now with your inks, you can tell they're probably juicier, aren't they? So you just need to be a little bit careful with how much water you put on. So make sure you've got a good distance between the end of your spritzer and your mat. So mine is probably my chin, maybe a bit higher. And move your spritzer at the same time. There we go. If you're worried about splashes and splashes, wipe your plate down. Ooh, but that just made it way worse. You might want to have done that with a clean tissue. And then we're just going to splat it on there. Do it that way. I think I've overspritzed. Can I recover this overspritzing? Yes. Gentle touch. Woohoo! I get excited about the smallest things, don't I? Right, we're going to do it again. So where's my green? I'm going to move that to one side. I'm going to ink away my green. So I've gone bundled sage and wilted violet. We did peel paint and blueprint sketch before, but liking this violet. Ooh, that was a grumbly tumbly if ever I heard one. It's like the Halloween monsters coming to get me. Right, I'm going to turn this round. If you can see how much ink I put on there. I'm inking up again. I'm just going for, it's actually easier on top of a white piece because I can see what I'm doing. Ooh, there we go. Just like that. There's nothing to it, you just splat your ink on, don't you? There really isn't anything to it at all. If you've got some of the old, you know, the old cut and dry stuff that the blending tool's made out of, that works as well. Oops, I've just turned that whole thing purple. And then we're going to spritz this one again. Give it a quick spritz. I'm going to do it to the side because I do find it easier to do it. So like I am shooting an arrow with my inks. Let's go like this, shall we? Pop that down. And just really carefully. Like when you lift a poly plate, you would lift it really carefully, wouldn't you? Didn't put as much water on that one at all. Can't decide, do we need something? Maybe just our little tail ender, and I think so. Let me just finish it off neatly, won't it? I'll just use my dry tissue. Start again, shall we? I don't need to ink the whole thing up this time because I know I just want that tail ender to go in that bottom corner. Again, just grab my purple. Give it a quick spritz. And then I'm just going to turn in my, see I did quite a big spritz on that one. Oh, thanks for tuning in, Lois. Have a good evening. There you go. But you can do it with your inks as well, can't you? So easy to do. I'm on a roll now, so I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. Mr. Drew's on bedtime duty tonight, so... No, I need to do one more. Just like that. Right. Give it a quick spritz. Too much water on, I can tell, before I even turn it round. Ooh, grey and yellow. Grey and blue. Ooh. There we go. But anything, put it on there. Give it a spritz. Just don't. If you've got the, you know, the little mini memento bobs with all the fine little nib. Oh. They do work well. So, you saw how we did this before. I might be able to this one's picking up a lot easier because it's ink. You see I'm just moving that ink again. Could just take a lot longer. To dry, does ink. So you get to manipulate it a bit more, don't you? So I've done my purples ish, just like that. And then I'm just going to dry my brush out. I'm going to go back in and just drag a little bit of this green up. So bear in mind, on the one we did before, we had to add in our ink. With this Distress ink one, I'm able to just move it a little bit more, a little bit quicker, because it's not drying as fast. Oh, I did another one. I missed him. It'll have to be a bud. Well, it is a bud, isn't it? But it's a bud, because it's got no colour at all. Makes up for this one that I turned completely purple. Right. Let's just do a quick splatter because it's so close now, isn't it? We might as well finish it. Don't need green again. I do like this one. It does look really pretty, doesn't it? I do like that little splatter. It does just break up the background a bit, doesn't it? I'm going to grab my purple. Purple. There we go. Oh, you're all too kind, you really are. It's just a bit of ink, a bit of water. It's never complicated if I can do it, I tell you. I am going to quickly just dry that, and then I'm going to nick Mum's idea with that sentiment. Because you know what? We might as well finish it now. It's so close, isn't it? It's really saturated in the middles. We could go in with a bit of sparkle. Yeah, just pop a little bit of sparkle in there to get your middles back. You could, You could stamp over it again, but just offset it ever so slightly, and then you'd get like a lovely outline of it. That would look really nice as well. So I'm gonna nick Mum's idea and just use friendship is like a rainbow. Always reminds me of Forrest Gump. Yeah. Life is like a box of chocolates. Life is like a box of chocolates, but friendship's like a rainbow. There we go. That's Forrest Gump. When the sequel comes out, you'll know where you heard that saying first. And that's way too big. Have I not got? I have got. Right. I should have gone with the first piece I had in my hand. So, all different ways of inking up when you want to mask off. I'm just going to go for it. And then clean up problems. I can already see I've got one issue. Only one, but I've got one. I'm just going to clean up my burr because I've got a bit of ink on my burr. There you go. Knowing Mum, she's probably taking the scissors to it. But she does that because she likes to put them inside and out. Quite often she says, I've taken my scissors to that stamp. I was like, okay, that's fine. And she doesn't mean fussy cutting, she means literally to the stamp. Oh, friendship is like a rainbow. Just like that. Oh, I didn't ink that very well, did I? A little bit there. I'll find my black pen. We'll sort that one out. Oh, I think my black pen's there. It might be time to grab a new black one. Just like that. Nobody will ever know we use my gel pen. There we go. Right. Shh. Oh, she is it. She went masked with paper. Nah. She wasn't cheating like I thought she would. That needs a little bit of doodad behind it. Yeah, you all know what I mean, don't you? Get a bit of doodad behind it. There we go. It is pretty, actually, isn't it? In the I know I'm measuring. Rude. Oh, I've forgotten. That's gonna be too big now. It's only because I'm too lazy. Yeah, look at that. Way too big. We'll put it under there. If I smudge it, I smudge it. See, it'd be so much easier if I just turn around and put my heat gun on it, wouldn't it? There we go. Right. Look at that. Yeah. I'll have that one. So, this is our oxide that we did first. And I do love the effect you get with your oxide. And we've got our one little flower, because that is what we've used here, but that here it's over green, yeah? So you get the layers of colour. Layers, like Shrek and his onions. You know the kids won't let me watch Shrek. Rude, isn't it? So anyway, I digress. Oxides, peel, paint, blueprint, sketch. Yeah, exactly the same technique. This was bundle sage, wilted violet. Yeah, exactly the same technique. Whack your green on, then dab out your colour, spritz it, stamp it. Really is that simple, and I have had so much fun doing those two. They do look completely different though, don't they? Not sure if we've got a favourite. That one's definitely more watercolour, isn't it? Not sure if we've got a favourite on them too. Anyway, let me find this again. There we go. Oh, both of them. No, there you go. That's okay. Don't have to have a favourite one, do we? I think it's because it's purple. I do like that purple. I do like wilted violet. So that is a was going to say it again, October's, not September's, October's monthly make. I hope you've enjoyed it. I will get that happy birthday on the website once. For the second one, this one, yeah, inks. I don't know why I was pointing at it, you can't see. Not on that camera. What I was going to say then, I completely flew out my head. Yeah, once Mr. Ree's made me some more of those happy birthdays, they will be on the website. So yeah, I hope you can have lots and lots of fun with this box, because I do think it's a really, really nice and useful box. And we've just made 2 cards in what, half hour? 40 minutes? I just need to mat and layer them up now. Anyway, thank you for joining me tonight. We'll be back on Monday. Yeah, should be back Monday at 7 for more monthly make fun. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.